Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. What's going on with the ridiculous Jenkins? Do you think they've broke up or what? I think they might be on a break. This is all speculation. Firstly, I've not seen Spew in any of the recent vlogs. You can usually spy Ghetto Lurch lurking in the background, but he's just not been there. He's not been uploading on his account either. There's still people claiming on TikTok that they're pregnant with Spew's baby. Whether that's true or they're just looking for the 5 minutes of fame, I don't know, but even for millions of views, why would you want people to think you've been knocked up by Beanpole Buddha, who's got the track history of a Maury Povich guest? And Methany's been posting complaints about him on Facebook, basically saying why does she have to do all the night feeds, why can't he do it, even for just one night? On top of that, also on Facebook, she's put posts out saying she'd love to collaborate with other mums. But obviously other mums on social media are going to avoid Methany like Spew avoids child support payments because it would just ruin the reputation. And she's started this mummy support group. I think she's just really, really lonely. I think she just wants to make friends, especially now the kids have gone back to school. I hope I'm right and she's finally got rid of the bearded giraffe, but I feel like she wouldn't even say if he'd gone because she's just too fucking stubborn. Even if he's still there, there's definitely trouble in Parasite because she's been making sly digs at Spew. This is the woman who's usually like, oh, my man's such a great dad. My man's this, my man's that. Now she's putting him on blast, insinuating when Spew takes them to school, they're late, and when she takes them, they're on time. It doesn't seem like a lot, but usually Methany won't say a bad thing about him, and now she's saying this.
Now that when mom takes him to school, they're on time. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Now this is not relevant to anything, but why the fuck is Methany so against wearing a bra? I remember her saying that she didn't agree with breastfeeding in public because it wasn't modest. But she's happy to have her noodle nips flapping about, with no bra under a hillbilly vest. Like two sleepy tea bags just clocking out for the night. Where's the modesty in having your gravity grapes swinging around under your shirt? Put them away. She did this post on a sub-only TikToksic account, with Methany looking like Sideshow Bob. Shout out to the pink tea, I got this off her channel. It's one of the usual Methany posts where you have to try and decipher it like it's the Da Vinci Code. Every sentence sounds like it's heading somewhere, then it just doesn't. She uses 500 words where she could have said the same thing with just a shrug.
Me a lot because people keep saying you have all this support and this community behind you if you just leave Drew, because it's like y'all insist I can't become the better me and the better version of myself, the more independent version of myself, while still being with him and still having our family. And hear me out, because I get where you're coming from with the whole like, you know, mentally, how's that gonna work? Because mentally it has been a lot to overcome the trust issues and just the hurdles that we've had in our relationship, not even gonna lie. But it's not about that for me right now. It's about becoming the best version of myself, bettering myself, getting my body back on track, how I want it to look.
I think the gist of it is, she wants to better herself whether Spew's there or not. When she's talking about body goals. Methany, are you serious? You're literally living in a homeless shelter with your 5 kids. Body goals shouldn't even be in your top 10 priorities.
I have other plans to make, and why would I be like fearful? That's the thing, why does the instinct just go? And I get it, like, I do understand.
So she carried on talking a nonsense while she was shaving a beard. And in a roundabout way, she said she doesn't rage bait.
Do you know there's a lot of people who have admitted that they will post whatever just because they want the revenue? I'm not like that. That's ridiculous.
Conveniently forgetting the time, she hinted at Spew being abusive, then did a follow-up post on it, saying she did it on purpose to rage bait.
Quite yet. But this post was a strategic post on my part. Recently, I've been having a lot of couples pop up in my algorithm that have these like quote-unquote couple issues going on, and I can tell it's like staged on their part. And I don't mean to be judgmental, but what I noticed was within their algorithm, their views spiked tremendously, and they get a lot more followers than that. And I feel like it was because the general population of those new followers are people that are like, okay, I want to watch this couple fall apart. And it just had my gut off. I was like, is that really how people think? And I started wondering like how many people are following me and Drew for that very reason.
I'd say 100% of them. So back to the sub-only video. She was saying she wants to move on from this. She doesn't want to keep talking about her and Spew. And basically she wants to change, and if he doesn't want to change with her, then he's got to go.
But there's a lot of things that need to change. And I feel like it should speak levels that I'm just willing to post this, knowing that it's not just going to stay on the subscribers. You're all good for our kids. And if we can't create better within the two of us, there can't be the two of us. And I've already expressed that to him before I would ever put it on the internet, you know? But that's another reason why I was going to get up on here and just be like, one and done with this. I don't want to keep speaking on this. I want mine and Drew's relationship struggles to be between us.
Maybe you should have thought about that before you put it all over your social media with millions of followers. Of course, they're going to talk about it. Methany's big on chatter but short on brain matter. She's been saying the same sort of things since she went viral on social media. That she wants to make changes and do better for her kids. But I feel like she's all talk with no walk. I feel like she's had plenty of opportunities to get out of there. They were making good money at the height of the rage baiting. And her mum gave her the option to move the kids and her in at her house. But here they are, still living in a homeless motel crack shack. Now and then, I catch myself feeling sorry for Methany. But then I have to remind myself that she's still exploiting her kids for money, filming them living in this cesspit, still discussing private details about them, like potty training for instance. In 10 years' time, this lad who she's potty training now is going to be at school and people are going to be bullying him because he found a video of his first potty. Not only is she exploiting them for money, she's misusing the money that she gets off the back of exploiting them by not spending it on things the kids need first. She puts her and Spew above the kids, and it's wrong. As an example, she's buying Wacky Backy, which she's admitted to, yet she had to save up to get a high chair for the baby. Selfish as fuck. But most importantly, I don't feel sorry for her, because she's choosing to stay in this shitty situation with the kids, regardless of how it's affecting them. One of her daughters literally has a bald patch, most likely from stress, either stress alopecia, or she's picking it out herself because of anxiety. Methany could have moved back with her mum ages ago, but she chose not to because she knows she'll get more views and sympathy by living in this motel. And it's the kids who are suffering for it. So fuck you, Methany. Fuck you, Spew. No sympathy here. I'm going to leave the video there. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of yous, and I hope to see you soon.
I do this every fucking year.
You feel me? 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 You feel me?